Emma never thought she would be the kind of woman who destroyed her own happiness. She had spent 6 years with Daniel, a man who had been her best friend, her rock, and the one person she thought she would grow old with. They met in college, young and full of dreams. Daniel was steady, dependable. He wasn't the type to make grand gestures, but when he loved deeply. He remembered how she liked her coffee, held her hand when she was anxious, and always kissed her forehead before they went to sleep. Emma used to think that was enough, but after 3 years together, something shifted. She got restless. Routine replaced excitement, and comfort started to feel like boredom. Daniel was always there, always predictable, always the same. And maybe, deep down, she had started to take him for granted. Then came Liam. Liam was a family friend, someone she had known for years. He was charming, exciting, and made her feel things she hadn't felt in a long time. What started as innocent conversations turned into something more. She told herself it was harmless, that she was just enjoying the attention, until one night it wasn't harmless anymore. The first time she cheated, she felt guilty. The second time, less so. By the third time, she had convinced herself that maybe Daniel wasn't the right man for her after all. If he was, why was it so easy to betray him? But Daniel found out. She still remembers the way his face fell when he confronted her. The disbelief. The hurt. The quiet way he said, "I thought you loved me." She had expected a fight, anger, screaming. Instead, he simply packed his things and left. For the first time, she realized what she had done. They were separated for months, and in those months, she saw Liam for who he really was. Fun, sure, but unreliable. A man who thrived on the thrill of stolen moments, but had no depth beyond them. And that's when it hit her. Daniel was the best thing that had ever happened to her. She begged for another chance. She cried, apologized, promised to be better. And, against all odds, Daniel took her back. But with conditions. She was to never speak to Liam again. She had to rebuild his trust from the ground up. And she swore on everything, that she would never betray him again. For a while, she kept that promise. 2 years passed, and things were good. Not perfect. Daniel was still cautious, still guarded. But they were happy. They were planning their wedding, talking about the future. And then, one day, she saw Liam again. It wasn't planned. It wasn't romantic. It was just familiar. She told herself that she missed his friendship, not him, that they had shared something real, even if it had been built on a mistake. So she reconnected with him, just as a friend. But she didn't tell Daniel. And secrets have a way of unraveling everything. When he found out, he was furious. "I trusted you," he said, voice shaking. "I trusted you, and you did this again." Emma insisted it wasn't the same. There was no affair, no betrayal, just a friendship. But Daniel didn't see it that way. He sent her a message the next day. His conditions? Liam would be blocked on everything. If she knew Liam would be at a family event, she wouldn't attend. No more hanging out with male friends alone. He would have full access to her phone, social media, emails, everything. If she didn't agree, the relationship was over. She thought, it was harsh, over the top. But if this was what it took to rebuild his trust, she would do it. So she agreed. And for a while, everything was okay again. Then she met Nathan. Nathan was her new co-worker, tall, devastatingly handsome, with a smile that made her stomach flip. From the moment they met, there was something electric between them. She told herself it was just work flirtation, that it meant nothing. But deep down, she knew she was playing with fire. One evening, when they were the last two in the office, Nathan confessed his feelings. "I know we shouldn't feel this way," he said, voice low, "but I can't stop thinking about you." And suddenly, every rule she had agreed to, every promise she had made to Daniel, it all felt suffocating. She told Nathan they had to think about their partners, but the more time they spent together, the harder it became to ignore what was growing between them. Nathan told her he had stopped being affectionate with his wife because it felt like cheating on Emma. And she had stopped being intimate with Daniel. The wedding was approaching, but Emma knew she couldn't go through with it. Not when her heart belonged to someone else. So she called it off. Daniel was devastated. "Why?" he asked, and she told him the truth. "I fell in love with someone else." Nathan had promised her everything, a future together, a real relationship once he figured out his situation. But then his wife found out. And not just about Emma, about all the women. Nathan was a serial cheater, using the same lies on multiple women, making each one believe she was the one. Emma had been a fool, humiliated, heartbroken. She did the only thing she could think of. She reached out to Daniel. He answered. But when she told him she still loved him, that she had made a mistake, he simply said, "I will always love you, but I'm done." And then he was gone. Emma lost everything, the man who truly loved her, the life they had built. And for what? A moment of excitement? A thrill? She finally understood. Love isn't about passion or fireworks. It's about trust, loyalty, and choosing the same person. Every day. Even when it's not exciting. Daniel had chosen her. Every single time. And she? She had thrown it all away. Now all she could do was live with the regret and hope that one day she would learn to forgive herself. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.